From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football in Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. At the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jones.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up third.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For a Patriot.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
The 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Here's Jacobs. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Jones. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check, 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 check. Check it backer, check it backer. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Pace.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jacobs now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Throwing again on second down. Jones flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, Jones. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, New York.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. Damian Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Matt Bosher.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58 right there. I know he ain't got it. Jumping. He's coming. We got double up.
Being chased out left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, yeah, good job.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Joey's
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after. And that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 38, Jones. He's going to air one out. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
9-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whitney merciless. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 11. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
30-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
That's out to the left, flat and complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Tremont Smith on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
A 2nd and 10 now, third quarter action from Foxborough.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go, D. Hatch it. Slam. Jack, Hawk 70.
To throw again, Jones. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Now Jones on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Get ready. 58, boys, 58, come on. Watch the flood. Chance.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And that is no good. Wide to the right. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one incomplete. Got too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Jones off the play fake. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Switch gears. Check 9. Watch twist.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curve.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a kill.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a carry for Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The ball carrier.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
He wasn't ready.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Sponge. No.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Jacobs with time running out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular.
You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll